Undersheriff Pat Ivy says that fatal police shooting was one of two things that saved lives yesterday morning at a home in Ocean Way. The other way, he says, was the malfunctioning of DePetris' shotgun.
Now, the dead man's father is revealing what he believes was his son's motivation in this tragedy. He spoke with Channel 4's Ethan Calloway, who's joining us now live. Ethan.
And Mary, Tom, that father says what his son did is absolutely inexcusable, but he also says he does not believe his son went to that home yesterday to kill anyone. Jimmy DePetris invited us into his home this afternoon. He sat down with us to talk about who his son was and the struggles he was going through at the time. 29-year-old Jacob DePetris was the father of a 3-year-old girl who his dad tells me was his whole world. He says his son had gone through a bitter breakup with his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his child, and wasn't handling it well. Jimmy tells me his son left a suicide note explaining if his daughter was going to be kept from him, he was going to end his life. His dad says he went to that home yesterday knowing he would commit suicide by cop. He says Jacob spent years suffering from depression, something for which Jimmy DePetris wants to raise awareness.
Depression is a real killer. Cancer is a real killer, and so is depression. We're going to try to make sure that people realize, if I have to go as far as I need to go, that Jacob is not a monster.
And we did learn this morning from JSO that DePetris was asked by officers to lower his weapon. When he was asked to do that, he raised it and pointed it at an officer. That's when that officer shot him twice. He had a bottle of whiskey in the other hand, from what we've learned. Now, coming up at 6, we'll hear more from that father about what was in that suicide note and what he heard from his son just moments before he was shot and killed. We're live. I'm Ethan Calloway, Channel 4, the local station.